Once you get a taste of peace, you'll cut anybody off to keep it. OMG, that is a fact. Collective, you protect your internal peace because you had to go through hell just to get it. Like, real talk. You know what I'm talking about, collective. Like, you are such at a state of peace right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are good in life. Like, it don't matter if you're, you might have a little few things that you might be dealing with, something that you're facing, a little disappointments, letdowns, but overall, you're chilling, collective. Like, you are in your zone. You're in your zen zone. You found your peace, your internal peace. You found your place in life where you can say, hey, I'm at a place where I'm okay, I'm confident in myself, I'm comfortable, you know, with who I am, and I'm at peace with myself, right? And so, because you are at this in this state of mind right now, and because you enjoy it and you understand the freedom that comes with it, you fight tooth and nail every day to keep your peace, right? And each day, as each day goes by, it becomes easier. It's not even a fight anymore. It's automatic. Your peace is inevitable in your life because you've programmed your mind to have internal peace no matter the situation, right? So it's inevitable that you're going to have peace, and this is because you've done that work. You went through hell to get it. You weren't always at peace, collective. You know that. I don't have to tell you that, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Just to remind you of where you came from, you were not always at peace. There were many nights that you could not sleep. You were up for hours. There were many nights that you cried yourself to sleep, right? There were many nights that you thought you weren't going to make it the next day. And you might have even had a lot of crazy nightmares where you thought you weren't even going to make it out of your sleep. You've dealt with some really, really disrespectful individuals in your life. People who were out to hurt you in many, many ways. You might have been set up many times, betrayed and backstabbed, and you fought through all of that. You've been on this journey for a while, collective, and earlier on in your life, it was a lot. It seemed like you knew that you were trying to reach some type of feeling inside. Like you had a lot of pain inside, right? And so you were fighting your own demons. And then on top of fighting your own demons inside of you, you were trying to fight off everybody else's demons, all the attacks that were being thrown your way. You know what I'm saying? And you are in this constant state of hell, constant state of discomfort, constant state of worry and fear and just trauma for a long time, collective. And this really affected your light. This affected your body. This affected your health. This affected the connections you had. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have a lot of healthy connections. They didn't last long if they were. You dealt with more toxic, codependent relationships, people who depended on your energy while at the same time being disrespectful, people wanting so much from you while at the same time not caring about you at all, And so you've been through a lot, collective. And so because you've been through a lot and you've been through hell, you know what hell is like. You know what it's like to not be at peace. You know what it's like to always be in a state of chaos. You know what it's like to not be in control of your thoughts. You know what it's like to have all of those depressing, dark, demonic thoughts running through your head on autopilot all day, every day. You know what that feeling is like, right? And that's I don't even know what word to describe that feeling. And it's not it's a very unpleasant feeling, right, collective? And so as you've moved through life and as you've done the work, you reconnected back with source. And now that you found your peace in life, do you know you're not playing, collective? You're not playing, collective. People feel that and they see that. See, they see your transformation. And at the beginning of your transformation, you know, people would test you a lot and just to see if it was a real transformation. But you are so deeply anchored in your peace that people play with you all the time, but it's you're so unbothered that people get triggered by you because you're so unbothered and so at peace. Like people be trying to come up against you, collective, because you're at peace and they're not. They don't like that you're at peace and they can't achieve that same. They think they can't achieve it. You know, they believe that they can't, right? But you've already been there, done that. So it's just funny that, you know, you see the bigger picture, you know, because you were in these people's shoes before. And now you understand that being quiet is not a weakness. You understand that not fighting every battle is a weakness. You know what I'm saying? You really understand yourself and you understand what it takes to maintain your peace, right? You're not arguing for everything. You know, you're not fighting for everything. You know what I'm saying? If people disagree with you, then you let them disagree with you. If people don't believe in you, you just let them be. You know, it is what it is with you anymore. You have this carefree way about life now because, you know, people try to come in and disturb your peace, you know, and they think that they're going to be successful and they're not because you're always on the move. You're always on a constant evolution, right? And you're very aware of your body and your feelings and your peaceful state of mind. So when you feel like your peace is being attacked, when you feel like somebody's trying to disturb it, you feel it and you know it and you be on it and you shut it down at the door. You don't let people in so easily anymore. The gates are guarded, they're locked. And only people with the right energy will be able to access you now, collective. And you've set it up this way to protect yourself, right? Because you know you got a taste of this peace and it's freedom. It's priceless. You can't put a price tag on it. So you took it and run with it and you're not going back, okay? And I don't blame you either. You don't need to go back, all right? You got to let people meet you where you're at, all right? And that's what you've been doing and I'm here for it, collective. And I love you for that, collective. If this is you, collective, let me know down below in them comments, collective. I freaking love it for you, collective. And listen, collective, if there's your first time here, make sure you subscribe because I want you a part of our tribe, all right? And if y'all are returning, thank y'all so much. Y'all know how we do over here. I love y'all. It's Karkar. I'm signing out. Talk to y'all later. Bye.